Welcome to OCA, a special podcast for special people. Our mission is for OCA to enable individuals and families with autism or other disabilities the opportunity to maximize their abilities. Over the past 15 years, we have grown from an idea to a full community of professionals serving the Central Florida community. We're excited to share our favorite memories, tips, and experiences with you. And we hope to inspire you to get involved too. Ready to get started? Let's dive in.
Greetings and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Silvia, CEO of OCA.
And I'm Margaret, COO of OCA.
We are so excited to have you back for our wrap-up episode for Season 1 of our podcast. Today, we are just taking a moment to reflect and share our gratitude to those that have chosen to tune in. Margaret and I have enjoyed creating the different episodes, and we're really blown away that so many of you tuned in each week to share in our journey. Thank you.
So Sylvia, why don't we start off today by telling our listeners how we got here? Where did the OCA podcast really start?
Well, we have to give credit where credit is due. And so it really started with Jessica, who is our marketing manager, who really wanted to broaden our reach. And it has been, I can honestly say, a highlight. I have really enjoyed being a part of the podcast and sharing this moment.
For me, I think it was our commitment to sharing our resources and connecting with our community. That's why we brought on a new marketing and development professional in our team. I know when she first told me I had to do a podcast that I was not super thrilled, but I really enjoy the product that it has become. I enjoy the people that have been involved. So I'm thankful that the OCA podcast is here.
Wow.
I know. There you go.
This is really a monumental moment for the organization as a whole. We are reaching a broader base, and I think it's outstanding. And I think the topics that we have covered in the first season have really been great.
Absolutely. So what was your favorite?
I honestly have to say that the episode that you did on language, that I was on a walk, and it was a profound epiphany moment while I was, and I was like, every person that either has a child with a disability or doesn't really needs to listen to what you shared and how language is so critical in the way we are able to function in society, and that every individual has a specific way in which they communicate, and being able to pull that out and have them share their knowledge and their understanding and their language and its whole self was just, to me, a very profound episode, and I really enjoyed listening to it. How about you?
Well, I really liked all of the episodes where we got to include our staff, because we spend so much time pushing our staff, high quality product, get this done, get that done, but to let them sit down and talk about what's valuable to them at OCA and hear their passion come out. The listeners probably couldn't tell. None of them wanted to do the podcast. They were all nervous.
It's a running theme here.
It's a running theme. We like to be behind the scenes, but really putting what's meaningful to them up front and showing how much they care about our participants and they care about our product. That was what I really enjoyed.
And those were always enjoyable too. I also liked when we were doing specific topics on the different programs and how they help. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So what are you hoping that we bring to next season?
So for me, I really want more participants involved. I love it when our guys can talk about their experiences or share a talent and skill. And like the language podcast that we did, I would like to do some more on sharing resources, having some fun facts, those kind of things. How about you? What are you hoping to bring for next season?
I think everything you touched on, I totally agree with. And I think also being able to hear maybe from our sponsors on how being involved with OCA has impacted them or their organization, and how we can continue to reach further out into the community. Ultimately, our letters stand for Opportunity, Community, Ability, and it's really about showcasing each day or each episode one of those letters, I think is really a critical thing for the next season. That would be a lot of fun.
So since we've got everybody listening right now, as we close out this year, what else do you want to tell everybody we should celebrate?
Well, I'll tell you, the biggest is thank you. There's no way that OCA even exists without all of our sponsors, all of our vendors that have supported us, all of our families that have supported us. Day in and day out, they make a difference to this organization, and we're so blessed that they truly and deeply care for OCA. So they're the ones who I'm most thankful for.
Well, I would like to share with everybody that we are back to pre-COVID numbers. I think that is a huge celebration. You know, we all struggled during the pandemic, and we lost some participants. We needed some participants stayed home and never came back because they're still working through that transition. But we continue to grow. We continue to be able to share with more members of the community. We have more community partners now. I'm so thankful for the families that have been with us almost 15 years.
Almost 15.
Almost 15
what?
years. So
2024 is the big one.
We'll be celebrating 15 years. So I think there is just a ton to celebrate in 2023, and I'm really excited about 2024.
Absolutely. And you touched on something really critical that I think is important for our families to know. We are a resource, and we are here. And even if your family is struggling and trying to get your kids re-engaged back in because of COVID and all that, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. As we've always shared with families, if we can't help you, we want to certainly find service providers that can help you. It is about all of us working together. And you're right, 2024 is going to be another exciting year for OCA, and I'm super excited.
Yeah, I'm super excited too. So thank you everyone so much for tuning into this week's episode and supporting us on our first season of our podcast. We can't thank you enough for spending a few moments of your day with us. We've gained so much support in 2023, and we are thankful for however you chose to be involved. Also, make sure you come back in February for season 2.
Whoop!
That's right. If you want to find out more about OCA, log on to gooca.org. Follow us on Instagram at OCA for you, and follow us on Facebook at OCA, a special place for special needs. To make a free and immediate impact, leave a review of our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share it with a friend. See you again next year for another season of OCA, a special podcast for special people.